frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and able to push forward from right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott.
Prescott.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. I think that might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down in inches.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 50 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle. Cooper with it. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up third down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Allen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Prescott dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That's good for 22 and a 1st down.
The 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
And goal at the 9-yard line.
Prescott eluding the pressure right, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds Coleman.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. There's Mostert. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Second and 11. Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful division. And he's going to take it in. and touchdown San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
First down, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Niners' 34-yard line.
Prescott now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. But there is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Niners 14, Cowboys 10. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've come upon halftime here, this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
To George Kittle.
Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
And a 49er first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Peterson.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Officially that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
49-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
The game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third and long for Prescott. They can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Chris Jones.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Pettis. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
San Francisco.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second string.
Score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, 49ers 17. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
It's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, San Francisco.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24. Robbie Gould to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Number 21 is...
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. But he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Here comes Pettis on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
On down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give to Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final minute, and the Cowboys have broken the tie.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
31.
And look looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope.